This segment of Naperville Sports Weekly is brought to you by BMO Harris Bank.
We're here at Metea Valley with Claire Samojedny of Metea Valley and Melissa Martin of Waubonsie Valley of the Girls Gymnastics Co-op team. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
This season so far, pretty good so far, I guess. You've had a couple wins, couple losses, but overall, how do you feel about where you're at going into conference the rest of the way here?
Well, during the break, the whole team has been working on a lot of new skills. So we got a lot of new stuff to show. We just got to put it into action.
Yeah, I'm really proud of her because she got her giants back, which is what we've been trying to work on, get a bunch of girls to do upgrades. And now we have 3 girls flipping on vault, so that should boost our score a lot for conference especially. For myself, I guess it's more of just getting back into things since I had that month off and I haven't really had the chance to really show my full performance. But obviously with the help of my teammates, they're always cheering me on, we're cheering each other on. We make jokes, we try to compete with each other in the gym, which is really nice, and that's how we're kind of getting better and boosting up. And then we're making goals for obviously the end season. We made a whole list for conference and how we want to do at conference so we can prepare ourselves for regionals and hopefully sectionals.
And for you, Claire, you're coming back off an injury. You had a concussion after the first meet. Can you tell me how you're doing so far? And I guess whatever happened during break as well.
Yeah, unfortunately, during the first meet, I fell and hit my head, and that put me out for a month. And then I was able to train for 4 days and compete floor for one meet before Christmas, and then 2 days later or a week later I got my wisdom teeth out, so unfortunately I was off for another week. So really at this point I've only had a week of training as of last Thursday, and the meet last night I only had the week of training, so I did tone down some of my routines. So it has been a little rough getting back into things because I haven't been able to show my full potential, and obviously I want to lead my team and I want to do the best I can, so it's a little disappointing, but at the same time they're always helping me, they're cheering me on, and Melissa especially, she always pushes me and we push each other, it just really helps. And I'm hoping by conference I can get back to where I was, or if not better, because I do have a couple skills I've upgraded over the summer that I do want to put in place, but for me right now it's more of the endurance and getting my strength back so I'm able to do those skills.
Sure. And from you, Melissa, being a junior, do you look up to Claire as a senior, or is it just because you guys have known each other for so long it doesn't really look that way?
I think it's both, because if you didn't know, we've been doing gymnastics since we were really tiny.
Really short.
Since elementary school, and she's just such a positive figure in the gym. And no matter if you're on different events, you'll stop what she's doing to cheer across the gym if you're doing something that you're a little nervous to do. And she's just always solid, always cheering us on. It's good to have a figure like that.
Yeah, and even Melissa, I look up to her because she's probably one of the hardest workers in the gym besides myself and one of our other teammates. So she's someone I know I can always go to that if I'm having a rough day, she'll be there to support me, and that's the same for her with me. And even back in the day when we were younger, we used to always compete and play games with that, and we used to do obviously 40 hours a week together, so we would see each other every day. And then we went through that one little break period of middle school where we didn't really see each other much. We're oh, Melissa, didn't think about you, but and then obviously it was really nice because with the co-op we're able to come back together, and she was able to join her sophomore year, which is the same year I joined, obviously a year before, but it's really nice now because we're obviously best friends.
Well, that's what I was going to get to, is being the fact that both of you go to different schools, getting a chance to be on a co-op together. Now you do get to rekindle, I guess, your friendship a little bit more. Does it make it easier or harder to be coming from 2 different schools to train together?
I mean, I would say easier because you don't really get all the in-school gossip. So I don't really know what's going on all the time at Metea.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on in Waubonsie, and the nice part is we get to make friends from both schools because some of her closest friends, our teammate Jess, she's from Waubonsie, and I would have never met her if it wasn't for the co-op. And then it's really nice because both schools support each other, and obviously with the Twitter account we can kind of connect with everyone. And currently both athletic directors are supporting us, both sports teams are kind of supporting us, so it kind of brings together a whole family. And the other thing I like is although we do train at NEQA, we still kind of make it through because we do whenever we have to take the bus, it always goes from Metea to Waubonsie to NEQA, back to Waubonsie, back to Metea. But it's nice because we're always together. We never, it's there's never a moment where we don't see each other in that sense when we're training. And then like it's cool because we get to make friends with the NSW girls, but like at the same time, like if we were two separate teams like Waubonsie and Metea, we wouldn't have been as close as we were because we made friends with NSW girls, but it's not like the same like team bonding.
Right.
Yeah.
And with you guys training at NSW, is that any different than if you were to be able to train at your own home gym or home school, I guess? Does it make it a little different, I guess?
Well, we wouldn't know since
It hasn't
both
ever
of
happened.
our
I'm sure.
schools failed to build a gymnastics place.
No, but I mean, it's a little rough, I guess, but at the same time, people do come out. Like, my friends have come out to meets, your friends have come out too, so it's not like a total, like, letdown. In a way, it would be, like, obviously nice to have something, like, at your home gym, but...
We're happy to have a gym at
yeah,
this
at
point
least, yeah.
that we can train on.
And the equipment's not bad. I mean, it's a little old, but obviously it's definitely workable, and there's gyms in, like, worse conditions, so we're actually pretty fortunate to have what we do have.
And it's not like you guys don't go there and compete with, you know, invites and stuff all the time at NSW anyway.
Like last year for conference, we had it at NSW, and it was really nice because it was obviously we called it our home grounds, but you know, like we're used to the equipment and the floor is hard. That's the other thing. So when we get to other meets, it's usually springing, so we use that to our advantage.
Yep.
Now, do you both also compete on club, or did compete?
No.
on club?
Yeah, we both did compete
yeah.
on club. We both went to one gym together, and then we both transitioned to another gym together, and then she left to do other things. I know you did soccer, cheer.
Yeah, I did soccer and dance for a little bit because the whole gymnastics schedule just got too much for me
Sure.
at that young age.
And then for myself, I went through freshman year, and then after freshman year with like the AP classes, the honors classes, I decided to do high school gymnastics because I knew I wanted to take more opportunities within the school, and then doing high school gymnastics allowed me to do both because I'm also like heavily involved in music and orchestra, and I really, you know, I want to make an impact in some way, and by be able to do both is like both of my passions, so it works out.
Now, you played soccer. Are you going to be playing here or at Waubonsie? I'm sorry.
Oh, well,
I mean, do you still play soccer, I guess?
no, I don't, because soccer is the same time as marching band, so I'm actually involved in marching band, and so I was a section leader this year, so like I'm really like tightly involved with the whole band community, and I love them to death.
And I saw that you both did track, though, last year as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you guys have done track for a couple of years, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
started sophomore year.
Okay. So, and you have a new school record as
Yes,
well.
I do.
So, are you planning on still doing track this spring as well? Or?
Yeah, I hope to continue out this senior year, and I really, like, my goal is obviously to break my school record and go back to state, and I'm really excited because track was something I always kind of looked at like I wanted to do, but obviously with doing club gymnastics, I never really had the chance to, so it opened me up, and I had a really great coach my sophomore year who allowed me to, like, really explore, like, the events. So I originally did 300 hurdles, triple jump, and pole vault, and now I back down to just, like, triple jump because I realized, like, it's kind of similar to gymnastics in a way because the way you're pushing off your legs, it's kind of like doing a leap, and running down the vault runway is similar to running down the
Sure.
jump into the jump pit, but it works out because I really like it, and it's weird because it's like teammates are different, and then when we get to meets, we always cheer each other on because she does hurdles, and we have our classic picture we take at the end of each meet of like me holding her up. And it's cute. So we have pictures at track meets and gymnastics meets of us doing that.
Now, did you do long jump as well?
Yes, I did. But I'm a hurdler at heart. Like, I do 100, 300 hurdles. I've did it at every single meet. Like, I really worked hard to, like, the less steps you take in between each hurdle, the faster your times get. So, like, me and my short legs, I've been trying to, like, get, like, less steps in between, like, three-stepping them. And it was, like, really fun. I had a good coach that helped me personally, like, one-on-one a lot, because there's not a lot of hurdlers at Waubonsie. And it's just a new experience. It's, like, really different from gymnastics.
It's definitely different. And both sports take a toll on your body differently, I would say, because for track at least, I always get like shin pains and
splints.
everything like that. But then like for gymnastics, we'll get like random back pains or just random aches everywhere. I don't know, it's kind of funny, but we deal with it.
Yeah.
Now, going from being teammates in gymnastics to competition, I guess, in track, is it a little friendly rivalry between the two of you, or do you guys just kind of look at it like it's just we're out here having fun?
Well, right now, we compete 2 different events in track. So we don't really like compete against each other like
Sure.
one-on-one.
It's
But
more
like
like-
I'll go over to like the triple jump pit and like cheer her on.
Yeah,
before
and
she
like
goes.
before her race, I'll try to run up to the track to watch her do whatever she's competing with the hurdles, and so it's nice. And like I would say, more of our rivalry will come from gymnastics actually, because since we do both compete all around, it's not necessarily like, oh, I want to beat her. It's more of like, I really want her to do the best she can, and I want to do the best I can. But like in the end, our end goal is both to like support our team and both to do the best that we both can.
And before we wrap this up, a little bit about you two. Let's see. You said you're doing orchestra and choir. Is that right?
No, just
Chorus.
orchestra, but I'm in triumph too.
Okay. What else, I guess, makes you a little different than just, somebody what they see on in the highlights, I guess?
Yeah. Well, I guess for both of us, we are both heavily involved within our school. She's a section leader for our marching band, and I'm president of the Triumph Music Honor Society. So that's something like I feel like taking that leadership role is you don't always get to see that, and you don't always get to experience that. But the opportunities are out there. So obviously, taking those opportunities is like the best thing you can do. And then for myself, I also am really involved in rigorous coursework. I've taken Calc 3, which is a U of I course, and I really enjoy it. But I have like high hopes and high expectations for myself that I want to keep pushing myself. Like I always want the best for myself. I never want like the minimum.
Do you have plans for college yet, or what you want to do for a career?
Well, I'm not really sure about like exactly what I want to do, but like something in the medical field, like nursing, a doctor. I'm not sure yet. So I'm just like taking like the hardest classes I know I can handle. Right now I'm in AP Chem this year, and I'm in the second highest band, Wind Symphony. So just like pushing myself to like the extent I can take, and like getting ready for those hopefully Big Ten schools. I'll be going to.
Be awesome. Well, girls, thank you for joining me, and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.